Duke Fishron is a really annoying boss on Terraria Expert mode. The reason for it is because he does a lot of damage in a short amount of time, and his third phase is one of the most annoying parts of the entire thing. But I slaved through about 30 attempts of just farming truffle worms and then doing this and doing that, and I actually have came up with an idea and strategy that actually works for me on how to beat Duke Fishron before Plantera, because people would fight him post Golem to get his items for Moonlord, even though they get overlooked by stuff like the Possessed Hatchet and stuff, but people go for that and take him on with Beetle Armor. I did it with the Hollowed Ranger set and a Mega Shark with Chlorophyte bullets, and I'll show you guys what I did. So on the screen, as you just saw, I did just kill the boss, and I was looking to get the Bubble Gun and the Razor Blade Typhoon, as well, just all the weapons really, except the Tsunami. I've already got the Tsunami, but yeah, I farmed Shroomite as well just to help me do this. By that I mean I farmed Shroomite on a different world because my NPC wouldn't give me the Auto Hammer, which is used to make Shroomite bars, so I spent ages trying to figure out why, and realized I had to beat Plantera, but Shroomite was being recommended by a bunch of people, so I did get the Shroomite Digging Claw, but other than that I did use the Hollowed set. But the third phase is where things kind of took a turn in this fight. So as you'll see, I don't know why the video just buffered then, but as you'll see, I'm using a technique where you build like a massive hole next to your ocean biome, and at the bottom you put a teleporter with a pressure plate on it and just keep falling down. The reason for this is the third phase will dodge at you twice, and then it will change position depending on where it was on the x-axis. So for example, if it goes on the left, it'll teleport to the right, and it will go left to right alternatively. And as you're falling down, he'll keep charging at you, so you can use any weapon to like cover that area. So it's, for example, if it is the Flareon, if you're just farming him again, use the Mega Shark as well. That could just help you with area of effect. Using a bow and arrow like Daedalus Stormbow, that can work as well if your gap's big enough. The Mega Shark with Chlorophyte bullets also works. So you just want to keep hitting him with that and keep jumping into the teleporter, and you won't be scathed. Another thing that can help you as well if you farmed for it or got it randomly, the Rod of Discord in the second phase for me really worked. Excuse me, because as you can see here, a massive hole going down, and then at the end of it, when you fall down, there's a teleport at the bottom, and it teleports me up to where I'm standing now. And the setup for this is asphalt blocks, little honey walk-alongs. Make sure you can just run over the honey without sinking into it, because what I did in my Skeletron one was make it way too big so I'd get stuck in the honey. But make it so you can just run over it and tap it slightly, you should be okay. But yeah, the second phase, the Rod of Discord, will help you when he summons the two massive Sharknadoes, which I aim to get them both on one side, but if you end up being trapped in the middle of them, go for the one, like teleport over the one that's already been fired at, if that makes sense. So for example, if he shot one from my left and my right, and the right one was already in effect and already got shot, then I would just teleport through the one on the right, because the sharks would be dead on the one on the left as well, and because the right one will take less time to disappear, you know. So the second phase and the third phase really is what will hit you the most. The first phase is easy to understand. He will charge at you, and then eventually he will shoot bubbles at you, like so, and then he will charge at you again, and then eventually he will shoot tornadoes. And all you've got to do really, you can fly over them if you've got the accessories. I know I'm using the Fishron rings here as like sort of like a little advantage thing, but if you use the frog leg accessory and any type of wings, you should be able to fly straight over them. Just don't do what I did in my fights, and don't make your arena go into the space region, because if you do, obviously gravity is going to make you fall slower in the air, and unless you're using the Rod of Discord, you're going to get banged up by the boss pretty quickly, especially in the second phase. And again, asphalt to help you with speed so you can outrun the sharks as well. Sometimes you will get hit by the sharks depending on where you are, but you should really be safe from it all really. And again, just keep focusing on range damage. I think range here really helps. If you're a ranger class set, this is going to be the fight for you. You can get this done before Plantera easily. I think on expert you really need Fishron's weapons, and the risk reward from fighting this boss is really good, because at the same time you're at risk to dying in like 2 hits. But there's a good example of what I'm talking about. If you teleport through one of the tornadoes, you should be fine, because then it would already like mostly just disappear. But obviously be careful of the cooldown that the World of Discord has. And as you'll see, I've not taken like any damage out this whole fight, I don't think. You may be thinking I'm cheating because I'm using Fishron's items, but this works with the Mega Shock as well. Just make sure you got a ton of Glorified bullets. You can duplicate them using duplication glitch, which I will probably make a video about fairly soon, because I used it to get my Glorified bullets. But again, just teleport through these, you should be safe. The third phase is where you get a breather, because if you use the strategy that I'm using, you'll be fine. But don't make the misconception that it goes to the third phase at 10,000 health. It's actually 9,000. I learned this the hard way, because I was jumping into my teleporter setup at 10k and realizing I was just going to die. But when the background changes, that's when you should head down there. And again, just keep spraying at him with a weapon that does good area damage, whether that be the Tsunami, the Mega Shark, the Stormbow, even magic spells like Golden Shower can work as well if you're patient enough. Flare on, yo-yos perhaps. But yeah, as you'll see, you can just get it done pretty easily. It's such a really good fight, but I think it's really worth doing before Plantera. Just set up the arena like I've done it. Asphalt blocks are easy to make if you just get stone and gel, which you'll probably get a lot of by the time you get to here anyway. If not, you can farm slime statues and king slime bosses and whatnot, and for stone you can just like go on a mining expedition or just blow up some stuff with dynamite like I did to get this hole anyway. And just make a little honey patch as well, put campfires down for region, you should be fairly safe. So yeah, that's been my way of cheating Duke Fishron, how to defeat him for Plantera, and I'll see you guys later.